During the 1979-1980 season, the NBA would add the three-point line in what would become one of the biggest rule changes in the history of the sport. During the first year of the three-point line, the San Diego Clippers led the league in attempts, hoisting up an average of 6.6 attempts every single game. Fast forward to present day, and there are now 35 players alone that take more threes a game than the entire San Diego Clippers roster did in 1980. Does the NBA need to change something? If you enjoy NBA content like this, please give this video a like. It definitely helps a lot. Also subscribe to the channel. We're super close to 10,000 subscribers. And once we hit that mark, we're going to be doing a Q&A. So leave any questions you have in the comments below. So we're going to be debating whether the NBA should do anything, maybe change the three-point line back a bit, because there's obviously been this huge explosion in threes the past couple years, and some people think it's a problem. I mean, I don't, but some people do.
See, I'm not going to be those some people you're referring to. I'm going to be far less brave, though, and take the stance that we might need a change. Boo! It should at least be experimented with, probably in the G League.
I mean, it's more scoring, more offense. We want to see points. We want the free meals, the free nuggets of the Blazer games. You want to take that away from people?
I get your point, though. Threes are big plays. They get the crowd into it. They can get you back in games. But God, I've also seen so many teams just fall behind hopelessly because, again, just chucking threes. I mean, look at the Rockets against the Warriors in that Game 7. They missed 27 in a row. I get their whole philosophy was we're either going to hit a three or a layup on every single play. But that philosophy killed them in that Game 7 because they just kept chucking.
Yeah, that sucks, because that game was still somehow close. Like, you missed 27 threes in a row, and it's somehow like a single-digit game at the end.
Well, the Rockets were up by 11 at halftime, I think.
That's true.
Yep, what could have been. Yeah, the Rockets took it too far. We all know that. They got rid of a center. But we found some balance here, you know. Big men are back. You got Jokic, Embiid, and Giannis. You still got the big men. You got the shooters. We got balance now in the league.
That's fair, but those big men can also shoot threes.
Even better.
I get what you're trying to say, though. You're trying to say that because we have low post big men, like, it's not a problem. Like, not every team is led by a Steph Curry or a Damian Lillard or a Kyrie Irving. But big men who can't shoot threes are seen as kind of a liability. I mean, look at a guy like Rudy Gobert.
Well, Rudy Gobert just sucks.
Rudy Gobert does suck. Nurkic is better. I'll die on that hill. But, you know, throwing Gobert aside, if a big man can't shoot, that's kind of seen as a liability now.
Well, survival of the fittest, that's what I say. Learn to shoot or get out. It's the new league.
A mere 250 years ago, you could see thousands of them in vast colonies. Now, they're all gone.
We wouldn't be here without Steph. That dude changed the entire league.
He did, and I don't have a problem with it. But when every team and every player thinks they're Steph, there are guys in the league today, you gotta admit this, there are guys in the league today shooting a bunch of threes who have no business shooting those threes.
Well, yeah, Kelly Oubre.
Exactly. Kelly Oubre should be banned from shooting threes.
Should not be allowed. He can play NBA games, but he cannot attempt a three. It's an automatic technical.
Whack, get out.
Imagine you're at an NBA game. We've all been there. Your team's going on a run. Maybe you're up 3. You're on a 7-0 run. They pass it around. They hoist up a 3. The entire crowd starts standing. And when that goes in, name a better feeling at a game. You can't.
You're not wrong. I'll give that to you. Counterpoint. Name a more disappointing feeling when he misses it.
True. Well, I'll name you one when Steph Curry hits a dagger 3 on you.
Okay.
Sweeps you in the conference finals.
You're going to bring up my past trauma here, man. Come on.
Emotional damage.
The way I see it is that the three-point line is becoming a crutch for teams. If you can't shoot threes, you can't win. Like, I went back and looked at the average three-pointers per game of the past couple champions. So, of the champions from the 2014-15 season to last year, so basically the Warriors' first year on the scene, the average ranking for made threes among the champions was 6.875. And that's skewed pretty hard by the 2020 Lakers. They were 23rd. No other team was lower than 8th. So if you drop the Lakers from that, it becomes 4.57. By comparison, the champions from 2010 to 2014, so the Lakers to the Spurs, their average ranking of made threes was 11.4. So basically, since the Golden State Warriors, if you're not playing in the bubble and you can't shoot, you're not going to win.
Okay, but what could the NBA do? You could move the three-point line back, cut off the corners, I guess. Daryl Morey said make them worth 2.5 points. That's insane. What could the NBA do you think?
I'll agree with you that Daryl Morey's 2.5 points suggestion is bonkers. I'm not a fan of that. I also remember you said limiting the amount of threes you can attempt in a quarter for the entire game or something like that. So like, what are we going to do in football? Like limit the amount of 20-yard passes you can attempt? Like that's stupid. No, we're not doing that. I think that the NBA should at the very least experiment with moving the three-point line back or cutting off the corners in either preseason games or the G League. You don't throw this into the fire in a regular season. Absolutely not. That's way too drastic. But in the G League or in some preseason games, I would give it a shot and see how it goes.
Okay, here's my proposal. This fixes everything. We have the 4-point line. You make that even deeper. So now teams got to decide, are we taking the 4-pointer, the 3-pointer, the 2-pointer? We get in the line to get the 1-pointer? We get in the 4-point and 1 to get 5 points?
I don't think I can put into words how much I disagree with you. I hate, with a capital H, hate the 4-point line proposal. Because what I'm trying to get away from is teams endlessly hucking up deep range shots that have little chance of going in. The last thing I want to see is an incentive to do it more often. That's all I'm gonna say.
This man is scarred from watching Chief shoot threes for 5 years.
Oh my God. No, don't bring that up, please. The bad man can't hurt me anymore. Chief, I love you as a player. You always played super hard, but God, watching you shoot threes was like having a root canal. It was not fun.
So what do you guys think? Does the NBA have a problem with threes? And what could they do to change anything? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy NBA content like this, please make sure to check out some of our other videos. We definitely appreciate it. Like the video and subscribe to Synthetic Sports.